So welcome to the top of the downhill course here in Garmisch-Partenkirchen. It's the Kandahar Piste, and it's one of the classic downhills on the tour. And before the racers get going, they have this magnificent view of the towns below. But it's the piste down here where the focus and concentration is really needed. Now, the reason why they call the Garmisch track or the Kandahar Piste a classic is because it tests all the skills of the downhill racer. High-speed technical turns on the top onto a nice long gliding section. But like a lot of the toughest downhills on the World Cup Tour, the sting in the tail comes towards the end of the challenge. And right now we're on the ice hang. This is one of the iciest, most difficult sets of turns on the course. The racers coming in at around about 75, 80 miles per hour, hard and left and a hard right. Get these turns right and you are in the chase for the last half of the track. Get it wrong and you are out of the points.
And, it's very difficult to turn. We are not used anymore to do such downhill like this. We have to push very hard. And it's Garmisch, it's like Kitzbühel, it's like Bormio. It's a big downhill, so.
Not much snow on the slope, and so it's dangerous, and they made it more turning.
Now we come to the most frightening part of the Kandahar track here in Garmisch-Partenkirchen. This is called the Hellhole. From beautiful light green sunshine skiing on the top to this natural dip in the mountain. It's dark on both sides because of the trees, and it's even darker this year because there's no snow on the surrounding banks. The athletes have demanded more light on this area of the course, and the organisers have hung up on the trees special floodlights to help them see their way through the Holle, as they called it in German, the hellhole as we call it in English. And what makes the hellhole even more difficult is, as they're fumbling and feeling their way, getting a little nervous, believe you me, is that there's an incredibly tight left-hand turn right at the end of it. And it's this left-hand turn that really tests your composure and your focus. We've seen the world's best end up in the safety netting down there. You must feel your way through the dark and then head for the Valkoffer turn.
It's bumpy, it's dark, nobody likes it. And they tried to set it a little bit different this year because of the lack of snow.
The key is going to be from the start to the finish, but especially the Holle. You have to catch the speed to the finish, because you can last 4 or 5 tenths right with that turn if you lose some speed.
Now this is the end of the Valkoffer turn. Hopefully they've got the hellhole right, confidence, and they've found that last bit of composure, strength and focus to get them through this very difficult turn. It's a little warm today, so the snow will cut up, it will be soft and bumpy, and you can see behind me all of the coaches and the athletes possibly taking longer than anywhere else on the course to get this turn right. Why? Because you're going around this corner, this left-hander at 80 miles an hour, but gravity is pulling you this way. You lose your balance, and as we've seen many times before, the racers will go tumbling and rolled up into the netting so quickly. Remember, it's 70, 80 mile per hour turn. Get it right and you head for the grandstand and the finish. Get it wrong and this is what will stop you.
Different thing of last year is the temperature, so it's very, very warm, so there is no ice in the slope because it's the temperatures for sure. But it looks good. Garmisch is Garmisch, it's special, I have to say.
And that is the Kandahar downhill course here in Garmisch. It has got everything that a downhill skier needs to show. Tight turns, long gliding sections, big jumps, high speed, and it's really long. And as you've just seen, even the closing steep section is possibly one of the steepest pitches we've seen on the tour all year long. Now, the World Championships may be over, but we're back in business with World Cup skiing, and I guarantee this one is going to be a cracker.